Motorfest.
Hi everyone, and today we'll talk about how to beat new Master Climax mission, the Manager, in the Division 2 in Year 7 Season 1 Crossroads. First, let's talk about exotic that you will get after completing this mission. This season it's Tinker, and it's a wonderful exotic mask. And what it's doing if your primary and secondary weapons are not exotic or named and of the same type, it means, for example, 2 shotguns or 2, for example, assault rifles, the secondary weapons talent will also be applied to the primary weapon. So now you can stack your talents on your primary weapon, so you will get 2 talents on the same weapon, and now you can make extremely crazy combinations, extremely strong combinations, but you need to play without exotics and without named weapons in your primary and secondary weapon slots. And yes, doesn't apply if the primary or secondary weapons talents includes weapon swapping, and doesn't apply if the primary and secondary weapons talents are the same. So really good exotic, especially if you don't like to play with, or you don't want to play with named or exotic weapons in primary and secondary slots. And how to get it, you need to complete this season new mission, new Climax mission. This time it's the Manager, and to get it, to get this exotic, you need to complete it on pretty average difficulty. Gets you drop chances, but of course if you want to get this exotic with 100% drop chance, you will need to complete this new Climax mission on master difficulty. And this time, in comparison especially with CO Parnell Climax mission, it's much easier. There are not much changes between, for example, between master difficulty and lower difficulty. So this time I highly advise you first to complete mission on any lower difficulties. It can be normal, hard, or challenging, doesn't matter, because you can get the same exotic but with a drop chance on lower difficulties. But also to complete master difficulty, you probably want to complete lower difficulties first to learn some of the aspects, and we will very briefly talk about different aspects of this Climax mission. From the beginning of the mission, simply just don't rush and shoot all the enemies standing in front of you.
Access denied. Access granted.
After you enter in next room, watch for the decoys. There will be quite a lot of decoys in the whole Climax mission, and all the decoys extremely dangerous. Some of them are using foam against you, some of them are using shock traps against you. So when you see a decoy, try to destroy it as soon as possible. And in this room, simply just don't rush and you need to destroy several turrets, 2 turrets on lower difficulties and 3 turrets on master Climax difficulty. And what you need to do is destroying decoys. Again, do not rush, simply just take your time and move from one cover to another along the left and right sides of the room. Cross the room through the center only when the enemies, almost all the enemies, are dead, and try to cross it as fast as possible, because enemies are really tough on master difficulty, and turrets also are doing quite a lot of damage. So again, do not rush, simply just move from one cover to another and avoid decoys. As soon as you see decoys, try to destroy it as soon as possible.
In your group. Backup has arrived. Target took a hit.
Contact with shield.
Let's get back in.
Next room, again, do not rush, simply just move from one cover to another. And also a very good spot is simply where you entered the room at the top of the ladder. There you can hide and cover your allies and even raise them with your resurrection hive. And especially if you have some long-ranged weapons, it's extremely good spot to start and to clear the room. Proceed through the next two rooms, and in the second room we will need to take over two zones on master difficulty to take over Sam. There you will have a very good spot, simply just on entering second room you can hide there, and also second spots will be around the second zone you need to take over.
System curtailed. System reactivated.
We need that SAM to be operational. That's our only chance, Agent.
SAM coming online.
Abort! Abort! Agent commandeer the SAM.
Then proceed further until you will reach this particular area with the first boss. And first you will need to clear several waves of enemies, but after that you will encounter quite tough Warhound boss, and also it will spawn additional Warhounds with additional heavy guarded enemies. And one of the best spots on this arena is simply just the room with ammo from which you started, from which you entered, through which you entered this arena. And there are two floors, and you can anytime come up or come down and bite in such way Warhound. So if it's coming in this room, you can simply just hide in one of the rooms, either upper floor or lower floor, and bite it outside and inside. And also from there it's very easy to clean all the rest enemies.
Warhound destroyed.
In the next room, simply just kill all the enemies on the stage and take stage as your main cover, and from there clean the room, kill all the enemies and destroy Black Tusk weapon crates. But be careful, enemies will be spawning on both floors where the seats are.
But I say we destroy it instead. Disrupt the Black Tusk war machine. How about it, Agent? Right. I'm sure Black Tusk will have all kinds of feelings about that.
In the next room you will need to destroy 3 EMPs, and after that you will need to kill several waves of enemies, and most of the enemies will spawn on the right side on the second floor, so be very careful, especially there will be several heavy guarded enemies. And after you clean all the enemies, the last wave will spawn at the end of that room.
Must be getting close now, Agent.
And now you've entered in the last boss room, and there will be 3 stages. On stage 1, boss will spawn on the stage. On stage 2, boss will spawn either on the left side or on the right side of the room. And third stage will also start from boss spawning on the stage. You can see where she's spawning from the beginning. But be extremely careful, because she will be spawning all the time traps, again decoys with traps, either foam traps or shock traps, so destroy them as soon as possible. And the best part is right here, simply just from the beginning where you enter in the room. Sitting here you can destroy almost everything, and also if enemies are pressing you, you can either change your location to your right or to your left and hide near the walls. But this little cover with both with covers on your left and on your right are very good spots, and there you can simply just sit and destroy almost all the enemies. But again, watch for decoys and watch for traps. Also on some waves, especially on wave 3, on the beginning of wave 3, there will be quite a big wave of warhounds spawning, so again be very careful and focus warhounds as soon as possible, because they are moving quite fast and they are doing quite a lot of damage. And after that, simply just kill the boss. Boss is a sniper, so again be very careful with that additional decoys and traps and tons of warhounds spawning around all the time.
neutralized.
What builds to use you can check in my best meta builds for the Division 2 video, or all Battle for Brooklyn Hunters plus builds to kill also kill hunters in the easiest and most efficient way possible. But two things that will help you a lot and save your life many times in this climax mission, especially on master difficulty, are of course holographic destruction decoys that will help you so much. It will literally save your life almost in any room, almost in any encounter, and of course Reviver Hive. So thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to click like button and subscribe for channel if you want more videos like this. Also check our different guides, builds on The Division 2, Assassin's Creed series, Elder Scrolls Online, Dying Light, and upcoming Dying Light the Beast, Horizon Forbidden West, Ghost of Tsushima. Also check our different guides, builds, and overviews on other different titles. Also check our best meta builds for The Division 2 and all Battle for Brooklyn Hunters guides with additional builds for Hunters. Also check our all modern day story recap in Assassin's Creed series, and also we fully voiced all modern days lore in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Also check our other different playlists with different guides, builds, and overviews. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Good luck.